Hey guys, we're here with my boy Drew, who just finished second place at YCS Niagara VIP Qualifiers with Centur-ion. What's your thoughts on this deck, Coach Balance, without the Calamity?
I think it's still great. I think it's a very fair deck that can do some powerful things, but you're going to have to think a lot more when you play it, so but I think that's good.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's get to the list then.
Alright, so starters. So these cards, you have 13 starters essentially. This one kind of serves, like, they can each be extenders for each other as well. If you draw any two of them together, it probably takes you, I believe, to a level 12 on your turn, like when like a Blazar or something on your turn, in addition to the Centur-ion setup. So opening two of them together is good. It still gets you to a pretty good end board. These are the 1-ofs with them. So these are kind of your engine requirements. This is just your another tuner name. It does have a draw effect, which is nice because you can draw a lot of cards off of it as turns progress. This is the level 8 I choose. I don't play Emeth. I just think this card is just more relevant overall. It's less of a brick. You can still, use it as an extender potentially, and it adds itself back, so it's good for grind game. I won't play Emeth personally. Other 1-ofs, I play Bonds. This is great for, again, a lot of the combos to take you to get a level 12 on your turn, like a Blazar on your turn. It makes it so that if you draw two of these together, you can do that. I do play Wake Up as well. This card, I know Steven Santoli did a profile on this recently. He does not play this, and in Master Duel, I don't play it either, but I do in the TCG. I think he's 10 times the player I am, for sure, but I think that this card is very valuable because it allows you to play into Shifter and still full combo under Shifter. I also think that it's great for its Foolish effect, and a lot of the time you're going to be dumping this card, which is Phalanx. This, of course, can be searched as an interruption in your 1-card combo, and is very relevant, but it's also Foolish off of this. So you can make the token and then Foolish this, and it fully insulates your combo from Nib. Yes, the deck can still put up like decent plays through Nib, but it essentially makes it foolproof. And it enables a lot of combos where you actually go to bring back the Synchro 12 you make in the end phase, and then trigger the field spell in the end phase to Synchro to make the other 12, or like the Crimson Dragon. And even if you were to get Bystialed at that point, you still trigger it, and then summon another 12, and you end on the 1-card combo end work. So I don't know, to me this is just a little too invaluable. It also turns Trudea, I believe, into more of a 1-card combo. So you're able to just kind of bait with field spell, then normal summon Trudea, and you're kind of off and off to the races, and you're good. So I like that. Anyways, those are the starters and engine requirements. Supplementary engine is the Bystial engine. I played a lot of Bystials. 3 Lubellion. This card is, I think it's great because it can be used as an extender as well. If you pitch like a lighter dark monster, one of your engine cards that you might have, or even like a hand trap, you're able to go, obviously this, search this, summon it, you get the effect, and then summon this over, and it's a level 8, so you get the Synchro into your 12. So that can be used as an extender, and even on their own, Bystials are just great extenders because you can do the 1-card combo and use them as a potential way to either extend if you're hit or make interruption, like still end on a Chaos Angel on their turn, a Dissipator maybe on your turn. I think these cards are exactly what the deck needs because they function as both hand traps and ways to soften and play into a board. This engine is not strong, or the Centur-ion engine is not very strong at all, so you need cards like this that can soften and play into boards before you commit cards, because it's such a fragile engine. So also Regain is just an insane card. Being able to continually gain advantage is very, very important, especially now that this deck's it's more of a grindy deck now that you don't just Calamity people, so you definitely want to be constantly just gaining card advantage and try and be up cards as much as possible. So yeah, this engine is perfect. It's great. I chose to play a lot. Oh, this is a good talking point. I chose to play a lot more Bystials, especially Saronir, because it's just such a good discard. You can go Field Spell and this, and I believe it still, again, it gets you to the double Synchro combo, because you go Field Spell, pitch this, do the combo, and at the end, again, you'll bring back the Lubellion over the Auxilla, and then I believe you'll have tuner access, and then you go trap, bring back the auxilla, do the thing that I talked about where you synchro in the end phase, if I'm not mistaken. So again, this was just a great discard on top of being a hand trap, almost like pseudo more copies of this. Yeah, so I definitely just wanted to play a really heavy Bystial engine. Other hand traps is like just generic, self-explanatory stuff. These are the best hand traps right now, so you play them. No shifter. I don't think this deck, like I tried for a long time to make sure I wasn't tripping with like shifter's power in this deck. I think that it's good to know that if you get shiftered, it's not like they need to have something else with it. Like you will put a good board into shifter, but it's not something you want to be putting yourself under, because the engine is so fragile that you still can't play through like an IP into SP, right? Like it's not something you want to be willingly under. It's just nice that you can still put up a good board through it. Because one interruption plus shifter will still it'll just end your turn. Extra deck, I played 2 of these. This is not sorted. 2 of these, 1 of these, this. This is like the replacement slot for Calamity. I played double Crimson Dragon. I guess this is a good place to start. 1 of these because I really just use it turn 1 most of the time. As part of like the main combo you want to do. These are used as interruption, or again as a failsafe for when you do get Bystialed on this in the combo. It still triggers the field spell. Use your 8 and the remaining tuner to make this, and then you just, again, you still just place and end with the 1-card combo board, and then you have an additional one to use as interruption should you need. This card comes up sometimes. It's nice in the boards, but really you're making this the majority of the time. Me, I just want to be making these as much as possible. The grind game on this card is just insane. It's like impossible to out most of the time. So I just try and make 2 of these as much as possible. These because you can still, there are combo lines, like I might cut it to 1, but there are combo lines I find, which I could be doing suboptimally, I'm not sure, but there are combo lines where you put this up and like you can get nibbed with it present. So ideally you need another one then to be able to make on their turn to still make a Blazar or the Supernova Dragons. Other stuff is like level 10s that I played was this and this. I'd like to play Chen Yang. I don't own one. But these are great. I love Dissipator. Dissipator with regain is so good. Like you can like sometimes willingly play into nib, and again you're just able to still like regained back like a Dissipator or something, and summon it back, and like the recursion is just crazy, I think. Chaos Angel is like your just try to ensure interruption on their turn if you're not making Blazar. You can even do it with Tradea, right? And like the crazy combo of being able to synchro for either one of these, especially this one with like Druid Worm and one of your 4s, is just a really great interruption. I play this guy as my level 8. I know that other people might play Chaos Archfiend, which is great for going for game, but I think this deck puts up a lot of big bodies already, and what I'm more concerned with without the new level 8 that's being released in the next set is I want to have an extender if I get stuck on 2 level 4s, and this can do that depending on the line or the hand. And also, it's one of the rare interruptions that you can make under if they Typhon you and they've already baited your Blazar, which actually came up today. I won a match because of that. And then also it's like its graveyard effect is kind of relevant. It does, like when it comes up, it doesn't come up a lot though, in all honesty, but I still like it better than the Chaos Archfiend. One of these because I want to strengthen my engine as much as possible. And then the last slot is this and these. This is just used that if you get hit on Primera, you link it off, you're able to still Bystial. If you started with Lubellion, you still get regained Lubellion on the field, make an SP, banish this, put it back in the deck and draw one. You could play Almirage, I guess, as well, but I just wanted Typhon and the 8 instead. And then this is used for if you have only access, let's say, to the Bystial engine, you can still put up a lot of times, like IP into SP, which is just a good kind of like board considering maybe you didn't see engine. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, side deck. Yep. Side deck. Triple Charmy, just more copies of good cards, and drawing cards is good. My going first card was Judgment. I don't know how much I like this. It did the job. It prevents breakers and whatnot, and I do think it can be impactful. So it's fine. I'm torn between this and Crossout, but this does a little bit more on its own, I guess, so I like this. Triple Cosmic for back row. I also played Evenly for back row. This is really weird because I play such a big Bystial engine, and it conflicts and it's probably a little counterintuitive, and I don't love that. But there's a lot of stun here at this locals occasionally, and like just rogue decks, like and runic decks that this deck, or even Labyrinth, that this deck just really struggles to deal with. So I just wanted to have like just a good set of like just board wipes into those decks. And then lastly, I played Drool. I don't know how much I love this card. It feels really hit or miss. Sometimes it feels like it can just win you the game. Other times it just doesn't do enough. So it could be Ogre. I thought about it being Ogre today because that's good into boards too. I want to say it probably will be that, but I wanted something also just for Rogue that felt like I could steal games. So it didn't steal games. I lost when I drew it.
Amazing. Well, thanks again so much for the red profile. Any last shout out?
Shout out to all my friends who I tested, and everyone that helps me and encourages me to keep grinding and improve at the game. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.